Welcome to Fidan Talk. It's Wednesday night dinner and we're having ribs and mashed potato. And I don't think I've got any corn, but I might have frozen corn or tin corn. What's going on here? So we'll quickly put the potatoes on to boil. I'm running a little bit behind schedule. Don't worry about it. It all comes together. I might actually put the water on to boil. Okay, we're back. The water's boiling. We'll quickly peel the potatoes. We're doing mashed potatoes. I'm like, should I peel them? Yes, we're doing mash, and I always peel for mash. We'll do the ribs. We did have lamb chops last night, but these are lamb with sticky barbecue rub, which you can only get in Coles, these particular ribs, and they're really nice. And we have a little bit of yogurt left. That's why I've been rationing the yogurt. So this will be our dinner. Tomorrow night, hubby's going to go straight from work to visit a friend. So I'm thinking maybe I'll pick up the kids from school, from after school care, and we'll go down to, I don't know, shops or go out to the RSL club or something, or go out to eat somewhere. And, you know, that way I don't have to cook and I can just have a bit of fun. It is Thursday night, late night shopping, so we could go down to Macquarie Centre or something. Hang out for a few hours. I have the ravioli in the fridge, but it'll keep, so it'll keep till Sunday. And that means, yes, it's one less night of cooking. So maybe we'll do that. Oh, kitty cat. Those pets, those furry kids. Put this on. Had another good day today. I'm really getting on top of my workload these days in the office. It's been really good. Feeling really good. Not feeling as stressed, not feeling as overwhelmed. It's wonderful. Okay, I'll chop these up smaller and we'll put them into the saucepan to boil. We'll get the air fryer and we'll get the ribs on. And yeah, and we'll think of some conversation for us to have whilst I cook the rest of the meal. Okay, I'm just washing the air fryer. Hubby didn't wash it yesterday. Don't worry about it. I've done it now. Okay, let's put in the sticky barbecue rub, lamb ribs. Now for those that know, I wrote a book once. It was actually a blog, and I turned it into a book, and I self-published it, and then I distributed it and sold it on my website. And, you know, it was rather successful, which was wonderful. And then I sold out of the book, and that's the end of the story. Well, a lot of people message on my website because I think it's on the website, but it says out of stock or something, and you can hit a button to say whether you're interested in an item. And people are interested in the book, so I'm thinking maybe I'll do another print run of the book. Maybe, but I kind of want to edit it. Like, it was very kind of rough and rushed when I did the first print run. Because it was a blog, I wasn't too fussed on it. And frankly, I didn't really know if it was going to sell or not. So I'm like, now for the third edition. Is it the third edition? I think it's the third edition. I'm wondering whether I should do an edit, and then do I have the time to do it myself, or should I just outsource it? Let's face it, I probably don't have the time, and I probably should outsource it. Anyway, it's on my mind. I might do another print run of my book for those that are waiting. And you can read about Fidan's dating adventures in her early 30s. Because it was a 2-year hunt where I was hunting for a husband, actively hunting for a husband, because I was 31, I think, and single, and ready to settle down, and I said, I can do it. Anything I set my mind to, I can achieve. This is the Fidan mindset. So if I want a husband, I can find a husband. Let's set the clock for 2 years, and you watch me find a husband. This is what I said on the blog, right? And I'm like, date one, guy one, date one. And I tried everything. I bloody speed dating. I joined a dating agency, internet dating, singles nights. Yeah, it was, it was a hell of a ride. And I blogged the whole thing. And yeah, anyway, I published it, and it's a book. So I'm thinking about re-releasing the book for another edit, just for a bit of fun. All right, let's put these things on. Let's give Streaky a treat. You want this treat? Yummy. It's some sort of egg. Quail egg yolk. Yummy. Oh. Okay, I don't have any fresh corn, so we'll just use these tin corn kernels. Just Just drain the juice. I already had tin corn today, didn't I? I had it in my salad. Don't worry about it. Nobody else had it. All right, we'll heat this in the microwave a bit closer to the time when everything's closer to being cooked. Is that enough food? The ribs, mash, corn, and yogurt. Can't go wrong. All right, let's mash the shit out of these potatoes in this salad bowl. Or is it just a regular bowl? Don't worry about it. People are obsessed with what bowls I choose to use. And yes, I do have a potato masher, but couldn't find it, so we're just going to use a fork. Don't worry about it. Nobody cares. It's not important. Now, I hear that the new season of It's Just Like That is out. Now, this is crooked, as your Sex and the City, 90s girl, loved it, obsessed with it. And I just, I watch It's Just Like That because I feel like I need to, because I loved Sex and the City. I don't particularly enjoy it. It's Just Like That. Something about it just kind of cringe. I cringe, I cringe at what they did to Miranda. I don't like her character arc. I feel like she was such a strong, successful lawyer, right? I saw a lot of myself in Miranda. She was a partner in a law firm. She worked really hard. She, tried to try and juggle parenting and working at a law firm. And, she really kicked ass. She was really doing well for herself. And then they did her dirty, man. They did her dirty. They ruined her relationship with Steve. And then they, I don't know, I just thought she was a bit of a bitch, I didn't understand. And then I'm seeing this interview with Cynthia Nixon now when they're talking about when she went through that change of her sexuality, which, to be honest, sometimes happens later in life. I've had a lot of clients who later in life turn from heterosexual to homosexual. It does happen. That's fine. I don't mind that part of her story. I just think they've done her dirty with her career choices, which is something that I just can't handle. And I think her relationship with Steve. Anyway, a different story. What I was going to say is there's this interview going around of Cynthia Nixon saying that she wouldn't have asked Samantha or texted Samantha for any advice about relationships or her transition, her change of sexuality, I should say. And no, she wouldn't do that. She was really blunt in the way she asked in that interview. Yeah, I wasn't impressed with it. It was a little bitchy. It's almost like none of them, the character of Miranda, they're asking about the character of Miranda, not Cynthia Nixon and her personal relationship or lack of friendship with Kim Cattrall, but the character Miranda. Of course she would have texted Samantha. They were really good friends. Same with, what's her face? Charlotte. Anyway, enough about that. I am going to watch the season. I have to see the fashion. It's just cringe, right? We love it. We can't not look. All right, there's my mash that's dish out dinner. Did I put the butter? I don't remember putting the butter. What happens when I talk, I get distracted. We put a little bit of butter. I don't remember if I put the butter. Don't worry about it. Just going to melt it into the hot mash now. All right, let's get the ribs. I'll continue to mix it. While we're adding butter, let's just add a little bit of butter to the hot corn kernels. Give that a bit of a mix. I was tempted to stir with a knife. Don't worry about it. Isn't there some superstition when you stir with a knife? Don't worry, let's just shake it up, baby. Right, we'll let that melt while I dish out these ribs. Look at these ribs. They look so succulent. Hubby's working back late, so he can dish his out later. 3. And I'll have 4. Okay. Mash. There we go. Mash. Mash. All right, and we'll get the corn. I feel like I should have done some peas. Frozen peas would have been good with this dinner. Yeah, don't worry about it. I forgot about it. Screw the peas. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. All right, dinner is done. Done. I'll add some yogurt too. There we go. That's dinner. I have to ration the yogurt because it's all out.